In at number 10, Tish and Billy Ray Cyrus. Tish and Billy Ray are getting divorced for the third time, just 5 years after they called off their second divorce. Tish is the person who filed for divorce on April 6th after 29 years of marriage. The couple share 5 kids together, including the legendary Miley Cyrus. In 2010, Billy Ray was first to file for divorce, but called it off after a few months. Tish then filed for her first time in 2013, but the couple reconciled just 10 days after that. So there is a chance this third time might also be called off, or there's a chance the couple has unanimously decided that they should no longer be together. In documents obtained by People, Tish cited irreconcilable differences in the legal documents and revealed that her and Billy Ray have not lived together for more than 2 years. The couple released a joint statement saying in part, quote, "It is after 30 years, 5 amazing children, and a lifetime of memories, we have decided to go our separate ways. Not with sadness, but with love in our hearts. We've grown up together, raised a family we can be so proud of, and it's now time to create our own paths." In at number 9, Tom Schwartz and Katie Maloney. As a huge fan of Vanderpump Rules, this news is incredibly heartbreaking, but not all that shocking after last season. After 12 years of being together, the couple have announced that they will be divorcing. After reading the statements, it's clear that this was Katie's decision, and Tom is having a hard time coping with his new normal. In her Instagram statement, Katie wrote, quote, "After 12 years on an adventure through life together, Tom and I are ending our marriage. This ending is not met with resentment or animosity, no sides to choose. We have deep admiration for one another that will always remain, and we cherish our friendship." Tom wrote in his caption that he, quote, "fully respects Katie's decision and that it would be far sadder if she decided to stay with me while not happy." After revealing more about the reasoning, Katie has admitted that she didn't feel supported by Tom and felt that he never truly had her back. And after watching last season, it's clear to me that Schwartz has some growing up to do and needs to prioritize his wife over friends like Tom Sandoval. If you've watched Vanderpump Rules and you saw last season where they're fighting about the bar, please let me know your thoughts below. It is one of my favorite reality shows, mostly because I've just grown up watching it, and I'm so invested in their relationships, and it's so sad to see that these two are splitting up. In at number 8, Shailene Woodley and Aaron Rodgers. Shailene Woodley and Aaron Rodgers had an incredibly fast-paced relationship. Before the public even knew they were a couple, Shailene and Aaron were engaged. It seemed to everyone that the pair were soulmates and were going to be together forever, until it was announced that Shailene broke off their engagement. The former couple first met in 2020 and soon sparked romance rumors. Rodgers confirmed the relationship during his acceptance speech for the NFL Honors Award, thanking his fiancée. Woodley confirmed the relationship as well in an episode of The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, showing off her engagement ring. The pair briefly got back together after ending their engagement to try and work things out, but sources say that Shailene is now 100% done. A source said, quote, "Shailene tried to give it another shot and was spending time with Aaron, but she quickly saw that everything was on his terms and nothing was going to change. There was no reason to continue and she's done with it." In at number 7, Garrett Hedlund and Emma Roberts. After an incredibly messy on and off again relationship with Evan Peters, Emma Roberts quickly moved on to Garrett Hedlund. Then, out of nowhere, the couple announced they were expecting a child together. The pair seemed very happy and excited for their child, but shortly after the birth of Rhodes in 2020, the couple has split. An insider said of their split, quote, "It's sad and they are trying their best to co-parent. It's been hard." The couple started dating in 2019, welcoming Rhodes in December of 2020. At the time of the birth, Emma posted to Instagram writing, quote, "Thank you 2020 for getting one thing right. Our bright light Rhodes Robert Hedlund." In at number 6, Jason Momoa and Lisa Bonet. This power couple was one that seemed like they would stay together forever because of how highly Momoa spoke of Bonet in the press. But sadly, on January 12th, the couple announced in a joint statement that they would be ending their marriage, saying, quote, "We have all felt the squeeze and changes of these transformational times. A revolution is unfolding and our family is of no exception. A revolution is unfolding and our family is of no exception. Feeling and growing from the seismic shifts occurring. And so we share our family news that we are parting ways in marriage." After the split, Momoa was seen living in a van that was camped out on his friend's property. There were also rumors that the pair might be getting back together, but those were false. While talking about these rumors, Momoa said, quote, "Oh no, we're not back together. We're family, you know. We have 2 beautiful children together. We're family forever." Halfway number 5, Hoda Kotb and Joel Shiffman. After 8 years of being together, Hoda and Joel announced that they will be ending their engagement. Hoda made the announcement on January 31st on Today with Hoda and Jenna, after some viewers wondered why she was no longer wearing an engagement ring. She revealed that over the holidays her and Joel had a lot of meaningful conversations where they realized they were better off as friends than an engaged couple. So they decided to start off the new year with a different type of relationship where they are no longer romantically involved. In at number 4, Josh Flagg and Bobby Boyd. $1 Million Listing Los Angeles star Josh Flagg announced in 2022 that he was splitting from his husband, Bobby Boyd. The pair had been married for 5 years. Flagg announced the news in an Instagram post, writing quote, "Bobby and I are divorcing. This might sound abrupt, but I felt I should be transparent from the top rather than bury the headline. This was not a rash or impulsive decision. We have been very thoughtful before coming to this conclusion." He continued that the pair did not fall out of love, rather they felt that they were growing in different directions and could no longer be there for each other in the ways that they needed. And at number 3, Ashley and Michael Darby. The Real Housewives of Potomac star Ashley Darby has announced her divorce from her husband, Michael. Darby announced the news on Instagram, where she wrote in part that quote, "Almost 8 years ago when Michael and I said I do, we anticipated sharing every single day together from that moment forward. Unfortunately, that's not our current reality. We have decided to separate." She explained that there was no reason for the decision, but it was a mix of many things, and that people will speculate the decision was made for various reasons, adding quote, "People will be quick to assume that the causes were too much intrusion by reality TV into the most personal parts of our lives, age gap issues, cultural problems, or child rearing differences. Pieces of all these may have affected our pure love for each other, but no one reason is the root cause of our mutual decision." A source close to the couple said they had been having serious issues for the last year, and there's been a huge disconnect between them as a couple. In at number 2, Pamela Anderson and Dan Hayhurst. Pam and Dan have sadly been only married for a year, but have already decided to end their marriage. A source described the relationship as a whirlwind romance that simply ran its course. After their wedding, the pair were not getting along and decided to take a break from each other. Another source claimed that Pam rushed into this marriage because she saw the relationship as a fresh start, but the spark was starting to fade and she was having regrets. Apparently Dan was trying to make it work between them, but Pam knew it was time to end things. Any news source said, quote, "There was no straw that broke the camel's back, but rather Dan is not the man she hoped he was." This was Pamela's 6th marriage. She's been married 5 times in the past, twice to the same man. And finally, number 1, Ali Wong and Justin Hakuta. Comedian Ali Wong recently announced that her and her husband of 8 years, Justin Hakuta, are divorcing. A source told People, quote, "It's amicable and they will continue to co-parent lovingly." The divorce news is not a shock to some fans who felt she was hinting at being unhappy in her marriage in multiple Netflix specials. The former couple met at a wedding reception in 2010 when he was a Harvard business student. They got married in 2014 and had their first daughter a year later, followed by another girl in 2017. During her 2016 Netflix stand-up special Baby Cobra, Wong joked how she trapped her husband to be with her after learning he was going to Harvard Business School. A sour spot for the couple was most likely how often Wong ripped on her marriage during her comedy. Once when speaking about her marriage, she said, quote, "Like an idiot, I asked this dude to ask me to go to prison, and I'm in monogamy jail and I don't know how to get out." She even joked in the same special that she thinks of cheating every 5 minutes, but no good opportunities have taken place. In at number 10, Olivia Rodrigo and Adam Faze. These two were a pretty low-key couple to begin with, but they've announced their split 7 months after they were first rumored to be together. A source confirmed to People on February 17th of 2022 that the singer and producer had separated a long time ago, saying, quote, "They've been over for a bit now. They were first linked in June of 2021. Sources said that Olivia introduced him as her boyfriend, and they were together the whole night. Apparently, they were not trying to keep their relationship low-key, and another source said they were, quote, "really cute together and weren't trying to hide their affection at all," adding that the duo were seen holding hands at one point during the event. But by January of 2022, rumors were swirling that they had split after they spent New Year's apart. Rumors also swirled that Adam had cheated and that was the reason for their split. Just days ago, a source close to the couple confirmed the breakup. And at number 9, Aaron Rodgers and Shailene Woodley. When this couple first started dating, nobody could believe it was true because they seemed like a very strange pairing. And I guess the clear differences between them ended up causing their split. The couple started dating in 2020 and kept things very private until it was announced that they were engaged, which Woodley confirmed on a late-night show. But on February 16th of 2022, it was confirmed that the pair had broken off their engagement and were no longer together. A source said, quote, "It was an amicable split, it just wasn't working. They're very busy people with busy careers, and there were obstacles that they couldn't surmount. They will remain friendly, there's no bad blood or drama, it just didn't work out for them." Another source gave some more detail, claiming that Woodley felt like his number 2 priority behind football. That source revealed, quote, "While Shailene is supportive of Aaron's career, he put football first and they were barely spending any time together. She felt he neglected their relationship, neither of them was happy." And at number 8, Jason Momoa and Lisa Bonet. Jason Momoa and Lisa Bonet seemed like a fabulous couple, and Momoa specifically always spoke about how lucky he was to be with Bonet. But after many years together, the couple confirmed the split on Instagram on January 12th of 2022. In a statement they wrote, quote, "We have all felt the squeeze and changes of these transformational times. A revolution is unfolding and our family is of no exception. feeling and growing from the seismic shifts occurring. The pair also stated their love and admiration for one another and how they will continue to co-parent amicably. The pair announced their split after nearly 17 years together and 5 years of marriage. A source close to Bonet said that the former couple were amazing for years until they no longer were. Apparently, Momoa's rise to stardom is a big reason for their split. Bonet did not want to work and travel the amount that he does. And at number 7, Pamela Anderson and Dan Hayhurst. Pamela Anderson and Dan Hayhurst have split roughly a year after their wedding. The split was confirmed to Us Weekly on January 20th of 2022. The pair got married in a small, intimate ceremony on Christmas Eve of 2020. Sources close to the couple say that Pamela feels that she rushed into the marriage and she started to have regrets just days after they got married. The source continued, quote, "She saw the marriage as a fresh start, but the spark has faded. He really wants to make the marriage work. Pam left Dan and his kids without a single goodbye. Now the kids are heartbroken." It seems that Pamela has a habit of getting married quickly. She also got married to Tommy Lee after only dating for a short time. She shares 2 children with him. And at number 6, Delilah Belle Hamlin and Lael Booker. After 2 years together, the daughter of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Lisa Rinna has split from her boyfriend of 2 years. A source tells Us Weekly on January 11th of 2022 that Hamlin and Booker, a contestant on Love Island Season 4, had ended their relationship after 2 years together. The split was a shock to family and friends, as Booker had spent the holidays with Hamlin's family only 1 week beforehand. An insider said, quote, "They spent the holidays together. Then a few days later, they were broken up. They were so in love." The source also called the split a shock to some of their closest friends. Halfway number 5, Julia Fox and Kanye West. After his split from Kim Kardashian, Kanye West's first relationship was with Uncut Gems star Julia Fox. They met on New Year's Eve of 2021 in Miami and had been linked together ever since. Throughout their relationship, they publicly showed it off, leading many to think it was all to make Kim jealous. After their split, an article by the Daily Mail was written claiming that Julia was heartbroken over their split, but she clapped back on Instagram, writing, quote, "Y'all would love it if I was so upset. The media would love to paint a picture of me a sad, lonely woman crying on a plane by myself, but it's not true. Why not see me for what I am, which is a #1 hustler? I came up, y'all, lol, and not only that, but Kanye and I are on good terms. I have love for him, but I wasn't in love with the man. Jesus Christ, what do you guys think, I'm 12 years old?" This was taken as a confirmation of their split. A source close to the split said that they were both really busy and it's hard to make time for each other since they live on different coasts. In at number 4, Emma Roberts. This one breaks my heart because these two split shortly after having a child together. The pair have been together for almost 3 years and they announced their pregnancy shortly after they started seeing one another. Roberts and Hedlund's first child, a son named Rhodes Robert Hedlund, was born in December of 2020. Then in January of 2022, rumors started swirling that the two may have split. Then Hedlund was arrested on charges of public intoxication during the evening of January 22nd in Franklin County, Tennessee, the day after it was widely reported that the pair had split. An insider said they had broke up a few weeks beforehand, adding, quote, "It's sad and they are trying their best to co-parent. It's been hard." And at number 3, Angelina Pavarnik and Chris Langaria. As a Jersey Shore fan, I am heartbroken that Chris and Angelina are no longer together, although it's not that much of a shock as the couple had broken up before. Chris filed for divorce from Angelina on January 20th of 2022. The pair married in November of 2019. Pavarnik first filed for divorce in 2021, but it was ultimately dismissed after the pair reconciled. She later revealed in an episode of Jersey Shore Family Vacation that she never served Chris the divorce papers in the first place, and then that split was dismissed after they reconciled. In January of 2022, Angelina told In Touch that she and Chris were still together, but quote, "working on their marriage," adding, quote, "We're trying, I just have to say it has been a lot." Clearly it looks like they were not able to work through it, and I hope her Jersey Shore family are supporting her during this tough time. And at number 2, Maurissa Gunn and Riley Christian. Sadly, this is a case of a reality TV show couple that did not work out in the end. This couple got engaged on the 7th season of Bachelor in Paradise, which is a spin-off of the main series. They officially announced their split on January 24th after sparking speculation 1 month prior. After weeks of rumors, the pair addressed it in a joint statement that they gave to People magazine. They said, quote, "We've decided to go our separate ways. Never did we imagine this, but we've come to a point where we both need to work on ourselves," they said in this statement. It's unclear when exactly they ended their relationship, but as of now it's officially over. And finally, number 1, Hoda Kotb and Joel Shiffman. After 8 years together, the engaged couple has ended their engagement and are no longer together. They got engaged in 2019 after many years of being together. At that time, they had also recently adopted their second child together, Hope, after bringing home daughter Haley in 2017. Hoda announced the news on a January 31st broadcast for her NBC morning show, after rumors started swirling. She had not been seen with her engagement ring for days beforehand. She said, quote, "Joel and I have had a lot of prayerful and meaningful conversations over the holidays, and we decided that we are better as friends and parents than we are as an engaged couple. So we decided we are going to start this new year on our own path as loving parents to our adorable, delightful children as friends. It's not like something happened. They say sometimes relationships are meant to be there for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. This was for a season."
At number 10, Bill and Melinda Gates. One of the most recent celebrity splits to hit the news comes from Bill and Melinda Gates. The Microsoft co-founder and his philanthropist wife recently announced to the public that they had made the difficult decision to separate, ending their marriage of 27 years. Together, the couple have 3 adult children and even created a foundation together, which they launched back in 2000. The couple released a statement on social media that read, quote, "After a great deal of thought and a lot of hard work in our relationship, we have made the decision to end our marriage. Over the last 27 years, we have raised 3 incredible children and built a foundation that works all over the world to enable people to live healthy, productive lives. We continue to share a belief in that mission, but we no longer believe we can grow together as a couple in this next phase of our lives." No specific reason has been given as to why they decided to end their marriage, as they've only cited, quote, "a couple of things" as the cause for their divorce. In Melinda's court filings, it is cited that their marriage was, quote, "irretrievably broken." Bill and Melinda are looking to end their marriage as civilly as possible and say that they will continue forward with their foundation regardless of their relationship status. At number 9, Saweetie and Quavo. Singer Saweetie and rapper Quavo recently announced their breakup, and it was kinda messy. At first, people thought it was just a simple case of 2 people growing apart after fans got a simple heads-up tweet from Saweetie telling her fans that they had broken up, but shortly afterwards, footage was leaked which showed the former couple fighting in an elevator, and people soon realized that things were so much more toxic than previously thought. Though this footage was from a year ago, it gave people a look at how their relationship was at the time, and it made things pretty messy. Their feuding was only now brought to light, and their breakup has since been a little chaotic. There's been social media posts and interviews, and some shade had been thrown as well after Saweetie low-key implied that Quavo had cheated on her. Both Saweetie and Quavo have since said that they've moved on from this incident, and Quavo clarified that he has never abused his girlfriend after speculation was thrown around following the leaked footage. Their breakup has caused some feuding within Quavo's family as well, making this an all-around unfortunate and toxic time for them. Now, before I carry on with the video, I'd like to ask you guys to consider leaving a like if you're enjoying it so far, and also head on over to my gaming channel Viper Girl if you're interested in having some fun playing games with me. At number 8, JLo and A-Rod. After having been together for 4 years, they never got the chance to take that next step in their relationship. Alex Rodriguez and Jennifer Lopez were looking to tie the knot after getting engaged 2 years ago, and that is until things got too messy to handle. In April of this year, the pair announced that they had decided to go their separate ways. This breakup announcement came just following A-Rod's recent cheating scandal. Cheating scandals aren't anything new for the baseball player, having been accused of infidelity in the past, but this new scandal might have been the one to end it all. In January of this year, Alex was accused of cheating on JLo with reality star Madison LaCroix. This rumor came about after LaCroix was accused of having an affair with a former MLB player during a taping of a reality show reunion. Shortly after the taping was aired, these allegations escalated, with Madison admitting that she had been in contact with A-Rod. She insisted that their communications were innocent, saying that they never met up and never had any physical contact, saying, quote, "He's never physically cheated on his fiancée with me. The only solid proof we have of A-Rod being in contact with Madison comes from a source close to Alex who revealed that he had slid into Madison's DMs and they had exchanged some, quote, thirsty photos." Following the breakup, the couple released a statement saying, quote, "We will continue to work together and support each other on our shared businesses and projects. We wish the best for each other and one another's children. Out of respect for them, the only other comment we have to say is thank you to everyone who has sent kind words and support," end quote. At number 7, Elliot Page and Emma Portner. In late January this year, actor Elliot Page and his wife Emma Portner announced that they would be divorcing. This came after the couple announced their separation last summer. The couple first met on Instagram back in 2017 and later got married in a private ceremony the following year. The two were a strong couple even when Elliot came out as transgender, and Emma offered her full support for her partner during this time. Their divorce announcement released to their supporters read, quote, "After much thought and careful consideration, we have made the difficult decision to divorce following our separation. separation last summer. We have the utmost respect for each other and remain close friends, end quote. The couple had a good 3-year-long marriage and seemed to be on good terms with each other. At number 6, Jana Kramer and Mike Cosson. Sometimes after a bond is broken, it can never be mended. This seems to be the case with football player Mike Cosson and his wife, singer and actress Jana Kramer. After their 2016 cheating scandal, they spent the next few years trying to work on their marriage, trying to reconcile after all this drama affected them so greatly, but the couple recently called it quits on their marriage when Jana took to her social media in late April to announce their divorce. Her message to the public read, quote, "It's time. As I try to make sense of a reality I never wanted to believe could be possible again, those words have now become a reality. I've fought, y'all. I've loved hard. I've forgiven. I've put the work in. I've given everything I have, and now I have nothing else to give," end quote. Before now, the pair had only briefly split up in 2016 following the cheating scandal, where Mike's infidelity and sex addiction was brought to light, and though they were able to reconcile shortly after that scandal, it seems as though they couldn't make things work long term. In her filings, Jana also cited the causes and reasons for their divorce, saying that, quote, "Inappropriate marital conduct, irreconcilable differences, and adultery were the reasons behind their failed marriage." At number 5, Joe Exotic and Dylan Passage. After the wild success of the Tiger King documentary on Netflix, Joe Exotic sort of gained celebrity status. Well, really he's become more of a meme, but he's still a public figure, even from behind bars. Joe was sent to prison for his crimes, including his attempt at ending the life of his rival Carole Baskin, as well as animal endangerment. In the docuseries, we also learned about Joe's personal life, including his relationship with his husband, Dylan Passage. Now we're learning that a long-distance relationship from behind bars isn't the healthiest, as Joe and Dylan have announced their divorce. Dylan told sources that things are just very difficult to maintain when your partner is in jail for the next 20 years or so, and they've made the decision to end their marriage. There has been talk of reconciliation, but as of right now, things are complicated to say the least, but hey, it's the Tiger King, so things are always complicated. At number 4, Ashley Benson and G-Eazy. Back in February, it was announced that actress Ashley Benson and rapper G-Eazy had broken up after less than a year of dating. This announcement came shortly after G-Eazy's ex, Halsey, announced that she was pregnant with her first child. After their breakup announcement, a source close to Benson came forward to answer some of the questions regarding the actress's breakup with the rapper, and it is said that their relationship fell through because she, quote, "didn't like the way he was acting around her." The source said that the couple had been fighting a lot, and that Ashley felt as though G-Eazy wasn't really committed to her. Infidelity had allegedly been an issue in his past relationship with Halsey, and Ashley knew this, but apparently only had her hesitations after things started getting serious in their relationship. Since the breakup, fans have noticed that they no longer follow each other on social media, which could indicate that things didn't end amicably between them. At number 3, Zac Efron and Vanessa Velarde. After 10 months of dating, Zac Efron and his girlfriend Vanessa have broken up. The couple met while Vanessa was waitressing at a restaurant Zac was at, and after a little bit, they started dating, and according to some sources, things were getting serious. Because his girlfriend was in Australia, Zac was allegedly house hunting down under to be closer to his girlfriend, and Vanessa allegedly quit her job in order to give her the freedom to travel around the world with Zac. After nearly a year of dating, the couple ended their relationship, with sources close to them saying, quote, "it wasn't right for them." The breakup news came from a friend of Zac's who told sources, quote, "I can also confirm after speaking with him yesterday. It's only recent, but not like yesterday recent, but they've gone their separate ways. No drama, but it's done," end quote. Zac is said to have wanted a clean break, as he's now entering a long, busy year of filming. At number 2, Ben Affleck and Ana de Armas. Everyone's favorite quarantine couple has sadly gone their separate ways, and people are sad to see them go. Actor Ben Affleck and actress Ana de Armas started dating after meeting on the set of the film Deep Water in 2019. It is said that the couple hit it off and they went public with their relationship in March 2020, just as quarantine was starting up. Throughout 2020, they had been photographed together, and they even moved in together around August last year. The couple lasted less than a year, as it was announced that they had called it quits early this year in January, saying that they are in different parts of their life right now, but that the breakup was amicable. Sources say that Ana didn't want to be based in LA, while Ben has no choice to stay in the area because of his kids. Some sources close to the couple say that they wouldn't be surprised to see them get back together, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see. And finally, at number 1, Kim K and Kanye. One of the biggest breakup announcements to come out this year was the recent divorce announcement from Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. The relationship looked like it had been on its last leg for a while, especially after all of the drama between Kanye and the Kardashians following his presidential campaign rant and Twitter meltdown. It turns out though that things were more complicated than we thought. The couple felt that their relationship was crumbling towards the end of last year, and so they reportedly decided to seek different living arrangements. Spending some time apart as a result of the quote, downright toxicity in their marriage. They wanted to make things work, especially for the kids, but according to sources, it reached a point where quote, bickering turned into nasty blowups and confrontations, end quote. They didn't want their kids to experience this kind of negativity, so they took some time apart. After Kanye and Kim reportedly got into a huge argument, they were never able to patch things up after that, and so they called it quits and filed for divorce. According to those close to the couple, things in their marriage turned cold and apparently evolved into them only speaking when necessary and only talking about menial things like what to have for dinner and only having basic conversations. Hopefully things are able to end well between them for their family's sake.